Welcome to the first level of our superhuman courses. In this first level, I will give you the tool, the instrument, to dramatically enhance the quality of your life and the state of your consciousness and your mind. The first level of this course focuses on developing energy. How do you turn the machine of your body-mind system into an energy factory? For the past 30 years, I've been searching in all cultures of Earth people with extraordinary abilities. And after many years of comparative research, I reverse engineered an algorithm that allowed these individuals to reach the full potential of their human nature. And this is what I want to give to you. A practical tool that allows you to develop your truest, fullest potential. There is a lot of unnecessary mystery and mysticism around many of these practices or many of the knowledges to develop our truest, fullest potential. Well, nowadays I will give you the science behind it. I've been working with some major institutions such as MIT in the US, the Karolinska Institute of Sweden, and others institutions too, to understand what actually is that we do. How do we scientifically engineer our mind and our body to produce energy, and what is this energy? So let me explain you what energy actually is. Energy, it is something that exists within our body as pure electric potential. Each of our cells produce roughly 0.2 volt of energy. And this energy potential is controlled and modulated by the mitochondria. If all of our cells would fire their energy potential at once, our body would generate over 1 million volt. That is corresponding to the temperature of the sun and to the energy of a lightning bolt. So our body literally, constantly produce and emanate energy. So probably you will ask, how come I don't feel my energy if all my body is constantly producing energy? It's because the energy level they produce is not organized, is not ordered, is not coherent, is not polarized. With the practice, we can literally create this condition. And the manifestation of it, it can be that you actually can produce a tangible, real energy that is sensed not only by you, but by others around you. What happens when you have more energy? You experience life on another energy level. So reality, your very life, start to have brighter, stronger color, stronger feelings and emotion, more positive ones. And most of all, this energy, you use it to produce, to create, to transform yourself and those around you, to transform your personal relationship, your transpersonal identity, but also your business. And also, very importantly, a higher energy potential translates into better health. Low energy levels translate into depression, low mood, low performance, low libido, disbalanced relationships, and health problems, such as sickness, such as pains, chronic condition, low immunity. As we start to literally rise our energy level, all of those change. Suddenly, your mood is high, your relationship change, your sexual desire change, your health change, chronic diseases that tend to disappear, your immune system become potent, able to withstand anything, and your mind become powerful. Now, if you're ready, if you're willing to take the next step in your development, if you're ready to take control of your life and to really bring your energy level to new dimensions, we will now start to do the practical steps. In this course, I will guide you gradually, step by step, to increase your energy level through a series of means and practices. Chiefly, we will now work with our breath. So with this, we complete the introductory session, and now we're going to start the first step in our work. A series of exercises aimed at preparing the body and conditioning the body to go through the process of energy acceleration, of energy enhancement. The secret to generate energy, to produce energy, is breathing. There are many ways of breathing which yield different results. The first step that we want to learn is how to unlock the power of diaphragmatic breathing, to re-educate the way that you breathe. This in itself was and still is a very well-kept secret. So we will now reactivate a very special way of using our diaphragm to immediately start to generate heat and energy in our system. So we will do 4 exercises that will unlock a special way to move your diaphragm so that energy circulation naturally begins in your body, you will start to generate heat, and you prepare your body for the core of the practice of breathing. I will now show you what you need to do. Try to follow me and do the same. The first thing that we need to do is to understand how the diaphragm moves. The diaphragm is like an horizontal disc, which is roughly put, flat on the mid-chest level. And in our normal life, we minimally move it. Now, what we want to do, we want to create a basculating movement. So if we look at it from the side, instead of just moving up and down, what we actually want to do, we want to create this movement of our diaphragm. So when we inhale, we lift up the front by opening the ribs, and we push down the diaphragm behind. Okay? To do this, we have some very simple movements. As you breathe in, you lift up the front, you pull up the diaphragm, you feel a stretch in your abdomen. And simultaneously, automatically, what you will feel is that there is a pressure that moves down behind. And exhale. The front part come down, the back side come up. You will feel the diaphragm, keep going, pushing up and down. He rises in the front, he pushes down behind. And then he rises from behind and he pushes down in front. In all these, we start to activate our adrenal glands. And we create a pumping motion on all of our organs, and specifically on our kidneys, which are the source of our vitality. So please, stand up and actually do the exercise. This is a practical course. We will repeat the movement and this deep breathing 10 times. During the process, you need to gradually become physically aware of your diaphragm actually moving. So there is also a mental exercise where you need to bring your awareness in experiencing this pumping of the diaphragm as you move up and down and start to pump on the kidneys until you will start to become warm. Ready? Inhale, and we will now inhale through the mouth. Take a nice deep, open your mouth, stretch the front, fill up all the lungs, lift the diaphragm and push it down. Exhale through the mouth. Open your mouth. Okay, all the way. Inhale. Without making sound, just open your mouth more. Don't make resistance. Exhale. Clear? Now we will count together. 1. Nice deep inhalation. Lift up the diaphragm in the front, fill up all your lungs, push down the diaphragm behind. Exhale. 1 inhalation, 1 exhalation is 1 count. 2. Nice deep breath, fill up the lungs, lift up the ribs, the chest, push down the diaphragm behind, feel the pressure on the kidneys. Exhale. This is 2. 3. Nice deep breath. Lift up the ribs, feel the stretch in all the abdominal wall, fill up the lungs, push down the diaphragm behind. 4. Notice how the ribs are actually lifted up and expanded. The chest is open. The diaphragm pushes up from above and down from behind. This was 5. 6. Feel the stretch, feel the opening, fill up your lungs, make more and more space with each breath. Push down the diaphragm behind, feel the pressure on the kidneys. 8. See how this movement pushes down behind. You don't need to arch your spine. Don't arch your back. Just the diaphragm. You don't need to put pressure on your lumbars. 9. Open nice behind. Push. Open the chest. Don't arch your back. And push down the diaphragm. Feel the pressure on the kidneys. 10. Nice and deep. Lift up the front, push down behind. And then reverse. When you exhale, you feel the movement of the diaphragm, you pump it up, and it releases in the front. This is the first exercise. Inhale, exhale. And mentally still experience how the diaphragm rises in the front and push down behind. Rises behind and push in the front, creating this a very smooth motion in the deep fascias of your system. And keep breathing in this way until this movement becomes smoother and smoother, and quite quickly your body will start to become warm, especially your lower back, your kidneys area, your feet, and even your hand. This is a sign that you have been doing the exercise correctly. Now, second exercise, same principles. We finish the first, we lift, stretch, open, push down behind, and now stretch the hands above, creating a stretch in the side, and exhale. One more time. Same principle. You feel the stretch in the abdomen, you open the ribs, you push down behind, you fill up the lungs, maximum space, so you fill up the very top of the lungs, and exhale. Why do we do this? The lungs, they are a little bit like what you use to pull wine, a corkscrewer, right? So as we do this movement, we deflate and fully inflate the lungs on the side. With the first exercise, we open the front. With this exercise, we now open more the side part. All is through the mouth. Full capacity of your lungs. Feel the stretch on the side, and then as you let go of the pressure, you release the diaphragm behind. Very good. And now simply up and down. Inhale, and you feel the full space of the lungs open. The diaphragm push down. Exhale. Diaphragm push up. Chest releases. The diaphragm is a very complex motion. It doesn't just move up and down on this axis, it also moves in this way. So this exercise, as you come up, force the diaphragm to do this movement, this movement, this movement. Through the mouth, deep inhalation, open your mouth, just relax your jaws and just breathe through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. The movement externally is very simple. Internally, remember, we want to flex the diaphragm in this way. So this part, the side part rises as the front part sinks, and then vice versa. Keep going. A little bit faster. Nice deep inhalation, in and out. Flex your diaphragm. You feel the stretch in the upper part as the diaphragm comes up. And then it's like a bow. You release the bow. Stretch the side and the diaphragm push down. And then release the bow of the diaphragm. Focus your mind on the exercise. And now rest and just breathe normally and feel greater and greater plasticity, range of motion, space inside your body and inside your mind. Try to experience and actually control this movement of your diaphragm. Next exercise. Put the hands in this way. Try not to arch your lower back. And with every breath, you're going to push with your chest against your hand. And we're going to both lift the ribs and open them and expanding at the same time. And exhale. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open the ribs, exhale. Inhale, the ribs open, you see the space opening in the ribs and lifting at the same time. So this motion of the diaphragm is a little more complex. We push the diaphragm to extend forward and compress behind. Try don't move your arms, only the chest. Very good. Rest. Breathe deeply and normally, and again you feel this movement of your chest. The whole body becomes warm, the mind becomes spacious, free of thoughts. The depth is deep, the kidneys are warm, all the body is warm. This is the beginning of the activation of your energy. Now the fourth exercise of activation. Unlocking the power of the diaphragm to start to generate energy and master your nervous system to literally bring heat into your body. The breathing pattern is the same. Through the mouth, inhale, exhale, nice and deep. This exercise focuses on the upper portion of the lungs. So we have opened all the segment of our rib cage, and now we can access the upper portion that is the most difficult to access. A nice wavy movement, the arms are straight. And we combine all the elements. We lift the diaphragm, we open it, we push it down behind, we flex it. 10 times. Waving with your spine. Move your chest. Feel your ribs moving. Pumping with the diaphragm up and down. Front and back. Flexing it like a bow. So all movements are coming together until the bronchs, the backside of the lungs, start to naturally open and activate with the exercise. Then changing the position of the hands. Gradually the hands, the arms straight, will naturally start to have a surge of energy that goes to the palm of your hands. When you finish 10 times, bring the hands on the side, palms down, breathe normally, and feel all your chest moving. Especially you can breathe in the upper part. Breathe. You feel the upper part of the chest opening, the diaphragm pushing down. Keep breathing. The upper part of the chest open, the diaphragm pushing down. And then turn the palm up to the sky. Keep breathing. Open, and you feel the upper part open and down. Bring the hands in front of you. And you start to feel clearly already energy in your hands. Keep breathing. And then release the hands on the side. Breathe normally. Now, all of your chest is moving. Every single ribs, it's open from the lower part, middle section, upper section, and the ribs in the back. With every breath, keep pumping with your diaphragm, and everything is moving. Everything is moving inside. There is this space in your chest, and naturally your mind enters inside you. You experience this great spaciousness of mind, this great clarity, and even emptiness of your mind. You are fully into your body, and the energy is already active. You are warm everywhere, especially your kidneys, your lower belly, your feet, your hands. So this is all for today. This is the keys to activate and unlock your diaphragm, and diaphragmatic breathing to produce energy. Tomorrow we will begin the main practice, the actual practice of generating and powering up the very core of our cells, so to turn our body into an energy-producing instrument. Welcome to the third lesson. Today we will begin the breathing practice, the core practice to generate energy. Before doing this, make sure that you went through the 4 exercises to unlock your diaphragm and your chest. One of the key principles of the breathing practice is rhythm. By modulating the rhythm of the breath, we are able to access literally our cells, and we will be able to start to activate a contraction and expansion of our cells, which will open the cell membrane and start to release energy into the extracellular matrix. The way to do it is with the following technique. We will inhale through the nose, a strong, powerful inhalation, really sucking in the air. And we will exhale through the mouth by narrowing the hole of exit to make a resistance, to create a natural resistance of air. So we don't want, we want to create a resistance. You combine the two. And quickly you will start to feel that the previous exercises immediately come into place, because to do this breath properly, all of the chest muscles and the diaphragm, they need to work in a concert. To perform this exercise, I will ask you to lay down. In this lay down position, we will perform this rhythmic breath, for 3 minutes. Rhythm is key. We don't want to go in hyperventilation. So try to follow the rhythm that I give, and for 3 minutes you will keep going. Most probably, the first few days of exercise, when you start to do it, you will have some strange feelings in your body. Can be some discomfort, can be some even pain, can be some cramps. Doesn't matter what, do not stop for the whole 3 minutes. At the end of the 3 minutes, we will slow down the pace of the breath, and then we will take a deep breath in, and we will exhale everything completely, using the skills that we have developed through our diaphragmatic exercise to use the diaphragm to completely empty your lungs. And then we will hold the breath. What happens? You will have some extremely intense feelings, sensations of energy. Why? Because through the breathing process, we have literally activated the movement of the cells, and the mitochondria start to power up. At the same time, we have also oxygenated our blood. Now, as we hold the breath, the energy and the oxygen, they start to combine and create a combustion. This combustion is what actually power up your cells and start to recharge your mitochondria. And this energy is tangible in every cell of your body. And this is why we need to hold the breath. For this process, for this union, for this combustion to start to happen. So as you hold your breath, you will start to experience this combustion inside, and it will be very intense. What do? You just simply enjoy it. You bathe into it, and you become mindful of all of your body. If there are some parts of your body, some part of your cellular system that are still not awake, that are still not buzzing, do not worry. In time, your whole system will. It's practice time. You lay down, and Natasha will set the rhythm. Try to follow the rhythm and the intensity of a breath and keep very steady. So use her rhythm as your metronome. And for the next 3 minutes, whatever happens, do not stop. So to begin, we take a few deep breaths, at least 3 to 5. Ready? Nice. Deep in, fully out. Nice and deep. Fully in, fully out. Fully in, fully out. One more. Fully in, fully out. And then we begin. You access all your diaphragm muscles, all your chest muscles. Your whole chest is pumping and moving. Your diaphragm is pumping and moving. Keep the rhythm nice and steady. Whatever happens, don't stop. Little bit slower. You just passed 1 minute. You have 2 more minutes to go. Whatever happens, do not stop. Keep the rhythm. Use all your chest muscle and diaphragm to create the pump. Halfway through the process, you will start to feel all of the cells of your body. They are like contracting and releasing, opening and closing. 1 more minute. Keep going. Start to scan your body. And gradually you start to experience all the cells from the head to the hands, to your chest, to your belly, to your feet. Everything start activating. Whatever happens, do not stop. Pump with the diaphragm. Use all of your chest moving. The last 10 breaths, we start the countdown. Slowing down. Slowing down. Exhaling everything. And hold. And now behold, the magic is happening. The oxygen you brought into your system, it's mixing with the energy potential liberated from the cells. And your cells, the membrane of your cells start opening. You are actually now producing energy. And you are absorbing, bringing this energy deep into the core of your cells. So as the membrane of the cells open, the energy can enter inside the cells, powering up the mitochondria. And then when you need to inhale, you take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And relax. Just breathe normally. And now you will spend the next 2 or 3 minutes just breathing deeply. Inhale, exhale, normally and naturally. And experience all of your cells have like opened. And the energy, it's moving in and out. Your body is like a sponge. Every time you inhale, exhale, you feel all the cells breathing, opening and closing. Bringing the energy deep, deep, deep into the core of the cells, everywhere. Use your mind to scan your body. If there is somewhere where there is some block, or some disease, or some sickness, or some pain, there just increase the cellular breathing. You literally breathe the pain away. It can be a physical pain, it can be an emotional pain. Deeply relax. Your mind fully immersed in your body. True state of presence. All of your mind into all of your body. All body breathing. All the cells are active. Opening and closing. Inhaling, exhaling. Practice in this way for as long as you please. When the system has normalized itself, you might feel so energized but also so relaxed that maybe you naturally go into sleep. If this happens, it's very regenerative. So allow yourself to do that if you have the time. This is our class for today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next lesson. Welcome to our 4th lesson. Today we build up the next element in our practice to generate energy. The element that we introduced today is mastery and control over the 2 main functions of your nervous system. We have 2 parts of our nervous system and 2 parts of our mind, that is conscious and unconscious. And from science we know that actually the conscious part that we access, it is less than 10%. The rest, this very vast amount of unconscious activity of our mind, remain untapped. and yet it's full of potential. It's full of potential energy. With the exercise, we will now start to make this unconscious part, the autonomous part of our nervous system, conscious, thereby creating an integration between the prefrontal cortex and the occipital body of our brain. By bringing together the conscious and unconscious part of our mind and the conscious and autonomous part of our nervous system, we can tap and we can open this huge energy potential inside us that allow us to control our body, control our energy, and most importantly, integrate our mind, enhancing the power of our mind. The way to do it is very simple. It just requires a deliberate effort from your side. At the end of the breathing technique, when we exhale, and I ask you to hold your breath, that is where the magic starts to happen. Now, if instead of answering the autonomous unconscious need of our body for air, we override that impulse, we override that instinct, this is how we start to access the autonomous nervous system and the untapped potential of our unconscious mind. So, first you need to understand that you are under the protection of science. You have oxygenated your blood to saturation. So there is plenty of oxygen in your blood. You are in no danger. And it's in the state of holding that there is the absorption, metabolization, and transformation of the oxygen with the energy produced by the cells. So you need to wait for this process to fully happen. When you will start to have the gasping reflex that your body, your autonomous nervous system, your unconscious mind, fear-based, I need to breathe, I'm afraid, will start to make you want to breathe, and you start to This is when you need to make a deliberate effort to bring your conscious will and just override this impulse. Relax. And what do? Swallow. You literally will swallow air to break this gasping reflex. And you will try to override the gasping reflex at least once. If you can, twice. If you can, 3 times. But at least one to begin with. When you have this principle clear, we will now do the exercise. And in doing this exercise, I want you to start to take your average time of breath holding. Do it right now. Inhale, exhale, hold your breath, and count. How long can you hold your breath? Generally, 30 seconds is an average, some people a little more. Now, when we will do the breathing practice, you will notice that you will be able to extend the time of your breath holding dramatically. And the goal of this lesson for the next several days is to gradually build on the length of your breath holding. Easily, you can get to 3 minutes without no problem in the next few days. It is through the extension of the breath holding and the overriding of the autonomous instinctual gasping reflex that we start to access our autonomous nervous system. We become master yogis of ourselves. We can control our heartbeat. We can control our body temperature. Most importantly, we can start to control and integrate the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. Now we will do the practice. Lay down as before. I will give the rhythm. Try to keep the rhythm steady. And then I will give you the instruction. 3 deep breaths. Nice and deep. Fully in, fully out. Get into the rhythm. And now start to slow down. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 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 exhale. Completely empty, 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 empty. Hold. During the holding, we start to access all our body, all the cells start to work, merging the oxygen with the energy to literally create new energy and transformation. But specifically now, we focus on the process of the holding, overriding the autonomous nervous system, the autonomous call to breathe in. Notice how long you can keep your breath. Immediately you will notice a dramatic change. Gasp reflex, override, swallow. Gasp reflex, override, swallow. No fear, override the fear. Remember, autonomous nervous system is fear-based. Override the fear. Master your mind, master your body, master your energy. If you can go 1, 2, 3 overriding, this is very good. You are starting to access your autonomous nervous system and your unconscious mind. Deep breathe in. And relax. In the minutes that follow, because of this extreme long holding, you have switched and you start to enter in your unconscious mind, you start to access your autonomous nervous system. You remain in the state of reconnecting the prefrontal cortex with the occipital cortex and integrating your nervous system. The breath becomes extremely slow, extremely slow, extremely subtle and deep, leading to a profound relaxation of all of your nervous system. Remember, when in these phases you actually fall asleep, it is a good thing. Deep, deep regeneration. And now, we will repeat it once again. So today you will do 2 rounds of the exercise. We start to build up. There is a critical mass that we want to reach for some critical effects to take place. So once again, with the second round, you now want to be able to hold your breath even longer, activating the complete switch and reset of your nervous system until they start to integrate. And your inner energy start to really, really come up. Are you ready? Again, start with the 3 deep breaths. And begin. Slow down. Slow down. Exhale everything. Hold. Override. Override the mind of fear. Trust. Relax. No fear. Remain in this clear space where the integration of conscious and unconscious take place. You are at this border state. In this state, some new brain waves start to be created, and the frequency of all of your body, of the energy of your body, dramatically change and completely reset, eliminating any memory setting that was there before. So this is also called the master resetting. When the unconscious system, the fear system, start to gasp and breathe, override. Swallow, relax, no fear. No fear. Until you now go beyond the limit and you take a deep breath in. You have already held your breath twice or 3 times as long as you did before, and relax. And now remain in the state of integration of conscious and unconscious. We introduce the idea of a new octave, a new frequency of brain patterns, of brain waves. This specific brainwave pattern is going to reset and reorder all the energy system of your body. Master resetting. Clearing all memories, all patterns, all belief systems. The breath, very subtle, very deep. Mind and body finally start to perfectly integrate, work as one. No more conflict, no more separation, complete interaction, maximum performance, beyond peak performance, complete flow. Thought and action unite. Conscious and unconscious merge into something new. As always at the end, if you feel a deep state of relaxation and naturally you fall asleep, this is very good. Deep regeneration, deep healing. So allow it to happen if you have time. And I will see you tomorrow. Welcome to the 5th lesson. Today we will move to the next level of our practice. We have learned to generate this intense cellular energy. And now we need to learn to direct it. How energy, its transfer and how it moves inside our body through our nerves. And how this energy manifests, as we already explained, like a real current. We speak of the current of life. This current is a very physical kind of bioelectricity. The totality of our system can generate up to 1 million volt and the temperature of the sun, pure plasma. This is the enormous potential we have inside. If we just learn to optimize the system, make it work all together organically and coherently, we can generate nearly infinite amount of energy. This energy has to be directed. And so today we will create the circuits to start to channel and direct this energy. As we create the circuit, the energy will start to circulate. Just like in a particle accelerator, the more it circulates, the faster it circulates, the higher the energy level. And the higher the energy level, the higher the transformation of the quality and function frequency of that energy. To build up the circuits, we're going to use 6 main points. The first 2 is between the thumb and the index finger. Those are 2 of the main nervous circuit connection where the energy is directed. You may have seen a lot of yogis or monks or holy men sitting in this position. There is a reason. The second point is the point between the tongue and the upper palate. It is not a very precise point. You will have for yourself experience by moving the tongue a little bit back and forth until you find the point of higher conductivity. The fourth and fifth point are the soles of your feet. To create the nervous connection all the way down to your feet, for some people it may be more difficult, especially people that have maybe problem in their lower back. But it is of utmost importance. The next point is your perineum. The last point is your mid-eyebrow. So we need to connect together all these points in a circuit. Do not worry if not all the circuit, if not all the points start to activate. It takes time to open, so to transfer the cellular energy that we have generated and channel it and direct it into the circuit, and for the circuit to be established. But with some practice, you will do it. How do we do it? At the end of the exhalation, as we enter into our holding, as we start to synchronize and unite the 2 systems, the conscious and the unconscious, and the different parts of our nervous system, it is in that moment that we connect the circuits. So simply, as you exhale and you hold, immediately touch thumb and index and hold. Put the tongue on the palate and hold. At the end of the exhalation, as you hold, immediately connect thumb and index and the tongue on the palate. Those are the master points. What you will start to experience is something very interesting. You will start to experience actual current, an electrical charge that runs between your fingers and between the tip of the tongue and the palate. In time, as the circuit is connected and the pathways are open, so the nervous connection is optimized. It's like a channel that is very small at first or broken or disconnected and gradually becomes whole. You will start to feel this buzz in your genitals and in your feet. So now we're going to do the practice. Everything is the same, like we have built it. Just we add this new element. At the end of the rhythmic breath, slowing down, and then deep inhalation and exhale everything and hold and immediately connect the circuit. Thumb and index and tongue on the palate. And your mind is focused in connecting the circuit and experiencing this electric buzz that start to be channeled and directed into this circuit. 3 deep breaths to begin. Fully in, fully out. Relax. Fully in, fully out. Relax. Let go of all tension, of all thoughts. Be fully here and now. Fully in, fully out. Exhale. Relax. Let go of everything. And now ready. Find the rhythm. Slow down. Slow down. One more time. Slow down. Deep, deep inhalation. Exhale everything. Now immediately connect the circuit. Thumb and index. Tongue on the palate. Move the tongue a little bit back and forth until you find the sensitive point. And enjoy. Experience the current that starts to flow. We start to open the channels, connect the circuit so that the life energy that we have generated start to actually circulate. We put it in a closed system so that it keeps increasing, it doesn't disperse. And then we can finally direct it. Your focus will be on the current, but at the same time, remember the overriding process of the gasping reflex. When you need to inhale, take a deep breath in, still hold the points, feel the current and relax. During the relaxation phase, you just breathe normally, you keep the circuit connected, and you keep experiencing the intensity of the current increase through each inhalation and exhalation. Every time you inhale, exhale, you feel the energy start to increase, like the buzz start to become stronger. Inhale, and especially with the exhalation, you start to feel the current connecting. Practice this for a while, and then we will repeat a second round. Now, in the second round, we focus in intensifying the energy. We produce more energy, and we channel and direct this energy until it starts to penetrate and break through and open the channels. You might start to feel not just the point of contact, but even the lines, the channels that start to create like a pathway system. So the actual circuit takes form. And now, we also start to bring more attention on the other points. Ready? Take a nice deep 3 breaths as usual. Let go of all tension. Inhale from the nose, exhale from the mouth. Fully in, fully out. Relax. Let go of all tension. Bring your mind right now and here. And ready. Relax, slower, slower. Exhale everything. Hold, connect the circuit. Thumb and index, tongue. Find the point on the palm more sensitive, stay there. The current now stronger. And now bring your attention to your perineum. Explore that area mentally, perineum, genitals, wherever you become more sensitive, like a buzz. And to the sole of the feet. We want all the 6 points to be fully active. That is when the circuit is fully connected. Only when all the 6 points are active that the circuit will be connected. Override, 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 hold, and then finally deep inhalation. Hold the circuit nice and connect, relax. Remain in this state as you breathe deeply, and with every exhalation you focus in experiencing an increase in the circulation of the current. Thumb and index, tongue and the palate, perineum and genitals, soles of the feet. Just keep breathing and let these points literally light up, sparkle up. Breathe in, breathe out. Focus on the exhalation, and each of these points start to light up. The energy circulation increase. Thumb and index. Inhale, exhale, the tongue. Inhale, exhale, perineum and genitals. Inhale, exhale, the feet. Spend more time on the feet. It's a little more difficult to connect these points. Until all of the points will at once buzz. The circuit connect. To do this, you might need several days of practice. And now, relax deeply. You can allow yourself to fall asleep. Or if you do have time, you can repeat one more round. Remain in this state as long as you can, as long as you want. Deeply clear with the energy that starts to run smoothly and freely inside you. Your mind at rest. And you might enter into this very special state that is in between wakefulness and sleep, and yet is something altogether different. In this state, there is a repatterning of your brain waves, of your mental system, of your energy system. So very important. Take time to remain in this state as long as you can, deeply regenerating, profound healing, deep master resetting. And then I will see you tomorrow.